Hello, hello. Welcome back to Academy After Dark. We left off with Legosi in a hotel room with Haru, about to reveal the truth of what happened that night. How will Haru react to this? Chapter 44. Cemented by warm sweat. The wolf finally confesses to his past wrongdoing. I'm the one who attacked you. Inside a hotel room. I'm the one who attacked you. I tried to eat you. Ah, Haru remembers. Of course I remember. How could I forget? She remembers that night at the fountain. While I was walking around feeling sorry for myself, a big and dark creature suddenly chased and caught me. Legosi. This whole time, I was pretending that I didn't know. Freaking called it. Knew she was pretending. What? No, it's not like I had suspected you from the beginning. There was only like 2 times that I thought it was you. But the more I suspected you, the more confused I got. I couldn't tell if you were getting close to me because you wanted to eat me or because of some other ulterior motive. Okay, so something I believe, the 2 times that she mentioned, I would say it was their third time meeting after Legosi, scared off those bullies from Haru and he slammed his hand against the wall. Because every time they draw attention to his hands, it's pretty meaningful. Like she pays special attention to his hands because we see them at first hand, if that makes sense. And I'd say the second time would be when he grabbed her when they were arguing in the subway train because she didn't want him. He didn't want her to just walk away from him. I'd say that's the second time she knew that she suspected him and kind of just figured it was him, but didn't say anything. I was right about Haru not being a snitch. Anyway, so why did you want to be friends with me then? Because I always enjoyed our time together. Oh, that's awesome. So even though she pretty much knew it was him, she didn't say anything because she genuinely enjoyed being around him. So it's pretty much confirmed. I was pretty spot on when I said even if she did know, she probably wouldn't do anything about it. But it's good to know that she just genuinely enjoyed being around Legosi because, ever since the beginning, he hasn't been like the other guys. He's actually been truthful with her even now, so she must have like maximum respect for him now that you know, he revealed this to her when essentially he really didn't have to. But it's good on Legosi because he's not continuing letting the relationship live on a lie, because you can't just pretend like it didn't happen. And I'm glad he's taking responsibility for what he did. Now how's she gonna respond to this? Hey Legosi, the position we're in right now, it feels like we're frozen in time. What happens from here on out is up to you. Whether you have sex with me or eat me alive is all up to you. Don't say that, Haru. See, I respect it. Like, she's respecting his anonymity. What's it called? Not anonymity. She's respecting Legosi's autonomy, right? That's because this is her friend, yes? But she respects that he told the truth. And, he respects her. I'm sorry, she respects him as a male, right? She respects him enough to let him make the right choice. So this means she doesn't want to die, but she will gladly give herself up for Legosi if he wants to eat her. That's like that's the most respectful thing ever. I like how they're handling this. It's actually quite tasteful. Because if you notice, Legosi just before this he was going in for a kiss, right? But it's Haru. She's the one that brought up sex first. Your heartbeat's driving me crazy. Do you feel closer to death now than in that actual fight you had? Of course. You can't tell me to decide. Don't you get it? No, I don't. You need to decide. Sorry. Oh, well. He's scared. Or those two options, either eat her or have sex with her. It's not an ultimatum though, it's a genuine choice, right? Sorry, my hands are shaking. It's alright. Take your time. Wait. Is this really okay? She's so small. Her body's seriously way too small. One of my hands is big enough to cover her entire body. I feel something soft. But the deeper I go, I feel something rough. Oh, is this her ribcage? Then this soft part, these two little moochies are... Ow! Oh, I see. He's filling her up now. Your nails. Oh, sorry. I was being really careful, though. It's okay. Let's continue. You're being too nervous. Let's lie down. Okay, so... I like this. This isn't just... This is real on a couple of levels, right? Let's start here. So... naturally, it's Legosi's first time getting any type of sexual with the female, right? So from everything from the nervousness to his panting, his heartbeat, these small details, they matter. Like, I don't see this in media like at all. It's always the protagonist that, you know, knows what they're doing, and it moves super quick, right? But Beastars is doing a really excellent job of just taking its time. There's no rush to the finish line, right? And, you know, first times, Legosi is capturing, like, the whole mood and feeling of it absolutely perfectly, compared to Haru, who's experienced, who's, like, you know, the mentor in this situation. You know, because this is her area of expertise. So let's continue. Am I heavy? No, you're just fine. Calm down, me? Alright, so I love his inner monologue. Small details, like his breathing, like he has to watch his nails so he doesn't scratch her. Asking if she's okay, if she's comfortable, like his weight, because, you know, he's not just jumping on top of her and doing the horizontal monster mash. He's really taking his time, you know, to make sure it's a sensual experience for both her and himself as well, which is really sweet. You know, that's what I described this whole scene as, sweet. You know? Oh, and look, more detail. Don't hurt her. Don't scare her. I've never heard that before. Oh, she's moaning. Okay. I've never heard that before. Alright, panting. Haru. And, oh my god, what happened? Wait, how did we go from this to this? Legosi. Is he gonna eat her? Oh, is this how Beastars ends? Wait a minute. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, never mind. Wait. What's happening? Let me go back. What happened? I don't understand. I don't want to go to the next page. I'm scared. Wait. What is going on? Oh, actually, no. I remember now. Thinking back to way back when, the first time these two ate together and they got lunch, like back in the first couple chapters. Remember when Haru's leg was kicking every time Legosi showed his fangs, right? This is an excellent callback to that. See, look, if you haven't noticed, they haven't kissed at all, but you can see Legosi's teeth right here, right? And back when they were having lunch or dinner together, Haru's leg started kicking. It was a natural response to seeing, you know, a predator in front of her, and it triggered her instinct to run, right? So what's happening now, I suppose, maybe her instinct to get away, maybe? But it looks like it's... Legosi's the... Alright, so Legosi's the one that... Wait, is she pulling him towards her? Or is he... Let's find out. Because it looks like Haru's the one that's... Okay, so if she was gonna die, she would be dead right now, right? Legosi's not biting down. It looks like Haru's the one who's maybe doing it? I don't know. That was a reaction done from her rabbit genes. No way. Like a statement that says having romantic relationships with him is a terrible mistake. I'm sorry, Legosi, my body tried to enter your mouth. Okay, so she's the one that's doing it. Right? And she's trying to stop herself right now. Hence why she has her arm kind of like jamming Legosi's on the edges of his mouth. Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe this is for the best. Maybe. Just as predators have feral instincts, prey have feral instincts of their own. I'm sorry. My body just tried to get eaten by you. Well, that was pretty weird. Maybe I'm a special case. I should be the one who's sorry. Uh-huh. I was the one who wasn't ready for this. Bodies can distinguish proper relationships better than anything. But I think we can make this work with a little more effort. Want to continue? No, 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 no. What are you saying? Of course not. Let's stop this now. But I feel kinda guilty. Oh, no, no, no. You don't have to worry about me. Males can get over this stuff real quickly if you just leave them be. Let's just go to sleep, yeah? That's for the best. Yes. Okay, so I'm glad this got brought up. This got back up again. See, stuff that was set up in the very beginning of Beastars, it's coming back up again now. Just because he saved her, you know? Just because, you know, he went out of his way to save her, that doesn't necessarily mean he gets the girl. Just because they're happy now doesn't mean their issues are non-existent. Just because they're with each other right now in this moment, that doesn't overwrite the rules of their world and the rules of their very biology. Legosi is still a gray wolf. He is an apex predator. Haru is still a white dwarf rabbit. She is, you know, she's essentially prey. And in their bodies, they recognize that and they react this way. And honestly, it's probably for the best that Legosi didn't kiss her, because remember what Juno said when she had Louis pinned to the ground? She said that, you know, if I kissed you, it would probably trigger my natural instinct to devour you on the spot, and I don't want that. So if Legosi had notice how they didn't even kiss, right? He hasn't even had his first kiss yet. Like, if Legosi had kissed Haru, 100%, I'm pretty sure she would be dead. And I'm glad that they have the common sense to recognize they are not ready for this yet. You know? They skipped too many steps, too many bases. But Haru naturally has no sense of self-preservation. She's like, okay, let's try it again. Legosi has the sense to say no. He's being a real trooper about it too, and I love to see that. And I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. Just because he saved Haru, you know, I love doesn't give him the right to take advantage. Not that he's taking advantage, you know, because Haru they're both clearly consenting to it this time. It's not one-sided. They both want it. But I'm saying that what's being portrayed, it's very realistic. Sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't work out on your first go. Sometimes you're just not ready. And I like the maturity of Beastars to recognize this and portray it in a realistic way. Like I remember my first time. This is hella relatable right here. Like this actually hits a chord with me. You know, so like specifically this scene right here. Yeah. This scene, this scene, and definitely this scene. Yes, yes, yes. So this is just beautiful storytelling, beautiful writing. It's been handled with such taste. Nothing gets ignored. You don't stop being a wolf and you don't stop being a rabbit. You still have your own biology that you need to work through. Like, I'm confident it can work if they really work at it and if they're really careful. But at the same time, I believe it didn't happen yet because even though we got Haru's inner monologue, Legosi is sure he loves Haru. He's more sure than anything at this point, right? But I believe thematically why it didn't happen is because Haru really isn't ready yet, right? Because Legosi loves Haru, but how does Haru really feel about Legosi? Like, if sex is gonna happen, in my opinion, it should really come from a place of love and not lust or feelings of entitlement, you know, that you would see in other media, like, oh, you saved my life, so, you know, you get a reward, which is, you know, my body, you can do whatever you want with me. No, 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 that's bullshit. That's fake. That's surface level. But here, a moment of intimacy between these two should be shared, you know, on equal grounds. And right now, it's very, in my opinion, I feel it's very much one-sided. Legosi is there 100%, but Haru, she's not there yet. That's what I feel. So I think I've rambled enough about that. So let's continue. Oh, come on, for a male, you sure are a wuss. Also relatable. No, I'm not. I can't believe what I was doing. How could I push myself onto her without thinking about her feelings? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love how self-aware Legosi is about this. I'll wash your clothes. You need to cheer up. Oh, I could do that myself. Come on, just leave this to me. Am I an idiot? Why did I ever think that saving her would make her mine? Thank you. Oh my god, this whole scene, I think chapter 44 is my favorite so far. It just strikes a chord. Like, it's nailing what it wants to do without being preachy, you know? This is actual character development and growth that's happening, and you could see it in Legosi. He says it himself. It's something I wish more characters would say and acknowledge. Just because you saved the girl, just because you white knight and saved the princess, that doesn't make her hers. I'm sorry, that doesn't make her yours. She doesn't really owe you anything. You are entitled to nothing. The only reason why Legosi saved Haru is because he wanted to. That is his friend. And I'm glad it's coming from a place of friendship as well, and not just like, you know, blind lust like you would see in most media. And that's what makes it refreshing and respectful. Very respectful. He, even now, he's not moping like, oh, I didn't get any. He's like, oh shit, like, I'm an idiot. I should have considered her feelings a lot more, right? I'm glad nothing happened, right? So they're sleeping together, just sleeping. And Haru sees the scars on Legosi's back, and she comforts him by placing her hand on him. So what does he have to say about that? I'm pretty sure just her touch means a lot. Look at him. It's how he is before. I'm pretty sure her touch means a lot to Legosi. That's intimacy right there. That's the intimacy he's looking for, not sex, not just sex. Well, I'm pretty sure sex wasn't. Well, he's horny, but still. But this is real intimacy. Just the fact that she's alive, and alive to touch his back the way that she is. Let's see. Her hand is full of life. It feels very warm. It's good that I saved her. The hand... Freak, I can't even read it. Shoot. Anyway, I can't even read that. I'm pretty sure he just says it's good that I saved her. I'm just happy that her hand's warm instead, that her hand is warm instead of cold. That's the gist I got from that. It's kind of too small for me to read, but let's see what happens. Man, this is just a nice scene. Just Legosi being happy that she's alive. You know, she's alive to place her warm hand on his back. That's how I interpret this scene, since I can't read all of it. Oh, I see. This is perfect. To take her warmth, like, what's he say? Flooded, hands warm, so. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. She's just happy that she's alive, and maybe he's taken her warm hands for granted all this time. Because she could be dead right now, but she's not. She's alive, she's there with him, she's breathing, and she is warm. She's not cold. That is perfect. This was a really good chapter. I love this chapter. So it's the following morning. Nothing noteworthy happened, and we both checked out the hotel. I slept like a baby. Such a good day outside. There's something important I forgot to tell you. Thank you for saving me. That's perfect. I love that. And it's so realistic. Like, nothing about this is forced at all. Because if you noticed, the moment they tried to, like, force themselves to, like, get through it or whatever, it became a struggle, right? Because they weren't ready for this yet. You know, if they entered something they weren't ready for, and there were consequences for that. Thankfully, nothing serious happened, but the most realistic thing that can happen after the fact is for them to say, okay, no, we're going to take a break. We're just going to go to sleep, right? And the most relatable and realistic thing happening is nothing, which is beautiful, because nothing had to happen. Not for them, not for us readers. You know, because I love character-driven stories. It's based on what the characters would do, not what we want and our expectations for them. They will do it when they're, you know, damn well good and ready to do it, and that's how it should be. Not any external pressure, and I love it absolutely. So she finally says thanks for saving me, and now we get to, aww. It's always good to see Legosi smile. Yeah, I'm basking in the sun together with you, like an ignorant little child. You know, Legosi, your snoring was really loud last night. Sorry. You were all like, grrr. Jeez. Whoa. Today's the day of the Meteor Festival. Legosi isn't here. Louie isn't here. What are we supposed to do? It'll be fine. I'm sure they'll be back. There was a broadcast today. There's a female dwarf rabbit who went missing. Huh? That's what that's about? Well, the house mother suspected that Legosi and the female rabbit were missing curfew together. Interesting. They showed up. Why did they go straight to the Meteor Festival? What? Hey, sorry I worried you guys, but I'm alive and kicking. They didn't even change. Wow. Alive and kicking. Did he freaking Bill right here, he's like, did he sleep with that rabbit? That's hardcore. Love it. The main conflict has now been resolved, or has it? Oh, wait a minute. I completely forgot about Louie. Well, he's not even relevant this chapter, but oh, that even adds more depth to it. Why they're not ready, because Haru hasn't even got over Louie yet. Mind you, Haru loves Louie. She still loves Louie still, right? And Louie, excuse me, Louie loves Haru as well. So if Haru would have slept with Legosi, with her not being completely invested and into it, that would have been more worse for wear, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, that's good nothing happened, because she still has emotional baggage she needs to deal with. Like, she needs to let go of Louie. especially since it's so one-sided between those two right now. Like, sure, they share intimate moments physically, but emotionally, they're not there because Louis still has walls up. I'm pretty sure Louis is lion food by now, but you know, Louis still has walls up. Whereas Legosi, compare and contrast Louis with Legosi. Legosi let his walls down for Haru and was 100% honest with him. Something I feel Louis hasn't been with Haru quite yet. Because I'm pretty sure Haru doesn't know Louis' backstory at all. So that's another thing. But yeah, that's the end of this chapter. It was a really sweet one. This is gonna go down in my top. Well, I don't have a list yet, but if I have a list of top 5, I'll put this somewhere on that list. So, this was good. I hope my little ramblings were insightful, relatable. You know, I hope they were something to you. I hope it meant something. I am happy to review these chapters, and I absolutely cannot wait to move into the next chapter. Oh, and by the way, this is the first chapter of Volume 6. So we blew past 5 chapters, 5 volumes already, and we're already on Volume 6, so that's pretty awesome. Well now, I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, like it, rate it, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I cannot wait to review Beastars chapter 45 when I get around to doing that. So, I will start soon enough. So, until then, I will see you. Enjoy the rest of your morning, noon, or night. And I'll see you then. Adios.